In this new video, we will talk about 12 very important news that have affected the currency fluctuations fluctuation. To start dealing with the news of Japan. Japan, during the economic talks it has developed with the United States, given that any sports stats on the border should not break the rules of the World Trade Organization, puts at risk and bilateral trade agreement. Donald Trump has spoken of 20% border tax only as a proposal. The news does not talk about how Japan, South Korea, and United States have discussed ways in which to restrict the funding of weapons programs in North Korea, and that threatens the security of the three countries. The Japanese SoftBank makes an investment in the United States and is expected to value more than $3 million. As is broad beyond the high technology and telecommunications, although the last months of his actions have been failing. Regarding in a Canadian dollar, we will take as reference three important news. The first tells us about the merit-based immigration system used by Canada. So, trick is a basic principle that those who try to enter a country must be able to stay financially. The White House makes a rather eye-catching donation in Canada, and its lead author is Kelly Trump, which is making points to be a part of the Canadian government and the Canada government. And the last news about how the Canadian dollar weakened in front of the United States counterpart, and that investors were waiting a speech by President Donald Trump and the central bank raising rates. In both currencies, we developed a long position buying the currency, and that the price of the divisions were on the rise. And that's it.
In the relation with Euro and United States dollar, the first news said that Russia is urging US President Donald Trump to help it resolve conflicts in Syria and Libya. Russia is ready to work with the US and Libya, Gatilov said, even as the Kremlin has shown frustration at Trump's failure so far to make good on his promise to incur and join fight against Islamic State. Also, Russia this week thought keep and let peace negotiation on Syria on track. The Kremlin is trying to advance a political stalemate to secure an exit strategy for its Syria military campaign, but is strategy to reconcile this goal with the interests of its ally Assad and his other main patron Iran. In the next news say that Wall Street stock indexes and the US dollar but post gains for the weeks on Friday after Federal Reserve Chair Janet Yellen confirmed market speculations for an interest rate rise in March, but profit-taking saw equities and the greenback sleep for the day. The implied probability of March rate like surged to almost 80% from 77.5% to previous day, according to CME. And the last news, this is related to the previous, but not the same way, because say that European shares dropped on Friday following disappointing company update Although French stocks performance better after a poll is anxious over the impact and market of the president elections. An opinion poll Odoxa showed independent centrist candidate Emmanuel Macron coming first in the first round of election, putting the far-right leader into second place for the first time since the candidate lineup became clear. For these reasons, we decided to do a short position in the relation with Great Britain pounds and United States dollar. The first news says that Patrick Stewart says he is applying to US citizenship in order to fight and oppose President Donald Trump. The British actor said that Thursday episode of The Views that he and his wife went to Washington last month to visit friends and to ask them what they could do about Trump. He said the only answer was to fight and oppose Trump, but he can't do that because he's not a citizen. The next news said that the unexpected departure of the boss of Capita highlights two challenges facing Britain's biggest outsourcing companies as a government tightens the screw on business that provide vital public services. Profitability has come under increasing scrutiny in recent years as rising employment costs and cut the local communal spending have placed operating margin under intense pressure, leaving the likes of Capita, Serco and G4S with little room to make mistakes and absorb any drop in demand. And the last news say that the UK government said it's leaving toward intervening at the 21st Century Fox Inc.'s proposed £11.7 billion takeover of Sky plc side of potential impact on media plurality and broadcasting starts and will make a final decision within 10 days. Fox bid to make over Skynet, which it already has a 39% stake, was officially referred to European Union competition authorities on Friday. UK opposition lawmaker Tom Watson said that it is clear that Fox bid to make full control of Sky will significantly increase to size on the biggest media organization in the UK and the further concentrate power in the hands of a dominant industry player. For these reasons, we decide to do short position.